watching Access LaPorte County Channel 97. Coming up next is the October 28th meeting for the LaPorte County Regional Sewer and Water District Board. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Okay. Going to call the meeting of the LaPorte County Regional Sewer District to order. If everybody could please rise and recite the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
John Carr.
Here.
Marcella Kunstick.
Here.
Jerry Jackson. Mitch Bishop is not here. Corey Campbell, not here. Mark Danielson.
Present.
Amanda Laners.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Okay, thank you. I'm moving on to approval of the minutes.
Go ahead, Mark.
So move.
Second.
We get a motion and a second to approve the minutes. Any questions? Proceed to vote. All those in favor signify by word aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Ayes have it. The next item is public comment. Anyone wishing to speak needs to state their name and address for the record, and we'll have 3 minutes to speak. Is there anybody here for public comment?
We've been here many times, and we just came this time to see if we can't get an exemption on the property that we bought.
You gotta tell me.
It's
Your name and address?
Robert Smith, 5777 East Saugana Trail, Rolling Prairie. The thing of it is, we just were able to purchase this home. It's been condemned. I mean, basically to everybody around the neighborhood for the last 5 years. Nobody's been there in the last 7. A lot of animals in it and stuff, and we cleared all that out. I haven't got the animals out of the attic yet, but we still plan on doing that. But we need to tear the house down. We're not building another structure back up. We went through this last time we were here.
What would you say the address of that house was?
The address of the house is 5796 East Saugana Trail.
It's right across the street from us.
Okay.
But you haven't tore it down yet,
No,
correct?
No.
And when did you purchase it?
End of July.
there's no sewer been used there in the last 5 years. So, I mean, you can come out and inspect it, whatever you want to do. But, I mean, there's not going to be any sewer used on that property.
So I'm going to refer to Barry in regards to our ordinance in place.
Yeah. Well.
I know what your ordinance is. I mean, we've read that, we've went through it and everything. The only thing is we bought this to keep our neighborhood up. We didn't.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah.
But sorry about that. The ordinance is what it is.
It is, and I agree, you put that in there actually because you've stated multiple times in here that if a property does not produce any sewer, that they're not going to be charged.
Well, it actually doesn't say that.
What does it say?
It doesn't say that. What it says is, if you make a property, and I don't have the ordinance in front of me, but if you make a property uninhabitable, tear it down, remove all pipes, make it so that it can never have a connection to the sewer system ever, that the best you can do, that this board can grant, is lowering you not to the full rate, but to the debt service and collection rate.
But that's ridiculous. Why would you sit there and pay for something? I mean, I don't even see why the people are paying right now. I mean, I know why you're doing it, to make them pay right now for 2 years that they're not even going to get a sewer system. But if we're not planning on putting anything back in there, then why would you charge us? I mean, if we do hook up, then I could see where you would do that. But we're not sitting there, we didn't buy that place to actually do anything with it, except to get rid of the nuisance that's there.
Yeah, I didn't write the Indiana statute that we based our ordinance on, and certainly I'm not that clever to create an ordinance out of thin air, so we based our ordinance on multiple districts that I'm aware of, that our financial counsel's aware of, that JPR is aware of, And that is the way it is that if you, and the statute speaks about if you're within the district and you're within so many feet of where there's going to be a sewer line,
Yeah,
you have to
200, it's
connect.
200 feet. And if-
300 feet.
300
But
feet.
300.
so, I mean, had you done this prior to closing on the bond issue,
If we could have, we would have.
well, I understand that. I'm just telling you the way the statute is written and the way our ordinance is written. So, I just like the exemptions for getting out of the program altogether, it's very clear. It's black and white. I mean,
Well, no,
I'm not going to give the board any advice. They can do what they want. I'm just the lawyer. I'm just telling him that our ordinance does not allow for any type of exemption other than, at best, lowering your fees to the debt service and collection fee, which is something we're going to be amending to kind of clear up what we don't have in the current ordinance in the next few months. So that's the best that they can decide to grant you, in my legal opinion, based on our
You're
ordinance.
sitting there, and if it's up to you, I mean, you're sitting there, we're looking at a house that should have been tore down 5 years ago.
Probably 10.
Yeah, maybe 10. But anyway, the fact of the matter is, we're trying to better our neighborhood all the time. We don't try to tear it down. I mean, I know for a fact that a lot of people that were out there were told by people from JPR that their sewer systems would not pass. Well, that's not true. The people that came out there from JPR they're not sewer septic inspectors. They're not certified to do that, to tell those people that. And you're telling an 85-year-old lady, our neighbor, and she pointed you out. She said it was you that told her that she couldn't get an exemption. Well, that's not true. She could have actually got an exemption.
I've never met with anyone on site and told anybody that.
She
She might
pointed
be
you right
confused.
out.
She could be confused with the Jenny, the engineer. I don't meet with people on site.
She said it was Jenny,
Yeah.
so it's probably that.
That's not me.
I apologize then.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
I'm going to refer this to the engineering committee to take a final look at, and then next meeting we'll have resolution to this, hopefully.
I appreciate that very much. I mean, our lake, yeah, I mean, I don't believe in the sewer system. I think if we do a sewer system, I think it's a good thing. I don't think it's bad, but I don't think we should be putting parking meters in front of everybody's house down around the lake. I think we could have went with a affluent system where we take the tanks out and put another tank in place. It runs off the people's electric, but, you know, that's down the that didn't pass. So you guys didn't want that. But that would have been the solution that would have actually made a lot of people happy there. But I thank you very much for that. I appreciate it, and we'll wait to hear from you.
All right, and I appreciate your engagement.
And thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else for public comment? Anybody online?
Tom online, did you want to say anything?
Nope, I have nothing to add.
Thank you.
All right, moving on to reports. Steve Carter, Claims and Finance.
Okay, you have financials that are reconciled through September 30th. For Rolling Prairie, receipts for the month, $13,272, disbursements, $5,231, interest income, $436, and your loan payment to the county of $1,830. Net positive cash flow for the month, $66.48. Total ending balances, September 30th, $364,040.14. Of that amount, the majority is in the operating fund held at Horizon, with balances of remaining balances of $16,190 in the debt service reserve held by Bank of New York, and $1,444.86 in the bond and interest account held at Bank of New York. For the toll road, no receipts for the month. Disbursements of
You didn't get a toll
$19,803.
road payment?
Did not. Nothing hit the bank in September. Now, it may be sitting with Kevin at Old National that I would not have seen.
And if I recall, that was the same for last month. I swear we didn't get a payment at the September meeting.
I think I'd have to go back and look, but it was either July or August that we got two payments. It was 53,000 something. And then I know Kevin, I talked to him a couple of weeks ago that the bills that were sent out were the new bills for them, with the revised amount per the ordinance.
Just something to keep an eye on. I mean, we ran into a situation a while back where they got a little behind.
I'll call Kevin when I leave here and see if he has an update, and then I'll email it out to the board if I get one.
And just as a FYI, sorry, Steve, Kevin did contact me. They did ask for a relief from a late payment fee. And I know that we do not do that if they have not had a good, sorry, Jerry, I didn't see you come in, had not have a year with no late payments. And so I advised him of that, and that they needed to go a year with no late payment fees. And until that was the case, we would not
You
waive.
did the right thing.
Yeah.
That's
Amen.
perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
In good standing, right?
Right. Sorry, Steve, go ahead.
Okay, so moving on, toll road disbursements for the month of September, 19,803. Interest income, 533. Net negative cash flow, 19,269. Total ending balances, 179,141, or $140.88. Of that amount, 55,788 is in the operation and maintenance fund, and the balance of 123,352 is in the Hoosier fund. For Hudson Saguenay, we did get our first deposit into the Horizon account for monthly fees of $3,489.51. We had a billing invoice from Asbury of $510. Interest income for the month, $9,633. Payouts, engineering on the project, $37,020. And financial advisor, $2,200. Net cash flow of negative $26,607 for the month. Total ending balances, $2,455,961.57. Of those amounts, you see the activity on the final page. O&M account, $115,915.07. Debt service reserve of $4,500. Bond and interest account, $15,428. Construction fund number one, held at the Hoosier Fund, of $1,722,412. And then there are actually two construction funds at Bank of New York. I've shown them combined here, $597,705.69. Claims for your consideration this month total $118,978.07.
Motion
to approve.
We got a motion and a second to approve the claims. Any questions? Proceed to vote. All those in favor signify by the word aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Ayes have it. Moving on to Asbury.
I have one other thing under financial, if I could.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I brought this up last month, just wanted to give you an update. The bond anticipation note is maturing January 1st. I did make contact with Huntington Bank, who currently holds the note, and they are interested in renewing the note for a 2-year, basically a 2-year period, which is all you can do under the ordinance, your bond ordinance. And I got some pretty good indicative pricing from them, and agreed to bring that to you just for confirmation that you would like for me to work with them to renew that note. Hopefully, interest rates will come down here with the next Fed funds or Fed meeting. If they lower again, I think we can get it below 4%. And then as far as like structuring and all that, I've got work to do when looking at how much is left to pay on the project, how much we have outstanding, the interest charges, all that. But I will be working on that. But just wanted to get your approval to continue to work with Huntington Bank to renew that.
Do you just specifically look at Huntington Bank because they're carrying the first one?
I did reach out to an underwriter. I do have an underwriter that's interested in it, and got some indicative pricing from them, and they do charge an upfront fee. Really up to you. I mean, I could go to Horizon if you wanted me to. I mean,
So is it your recommendation to look elsewhere or just stay with Huntington?
I don't really have a recommendation. I can't really make a recommendation, honestly. It's up
much
to
is
you
the
to
upfront
decide,
fee?
direct me, huh?
How much is the upfront fee?
Usually it's around 0.5%. So on $3.5 million or $3 million, that would be 70,000.
Can we look at who we're with currently and see what kind of,
Can we check a 1 year, 2, and a 2, both? Would there be much difference, you think?
Well,
You're better off with, well,
it's just it's more of a functional issue of, are we going to be able to complete financing for a project in the next 2 years? That's my biggest concern is, as your advisor, is can we, because at 2 years you've got to take this out as long-term debt, and right now we don't have a mechanism to pay long-term debt on second phase or third phase or whatever we end up doing.
Okay.
So 2 years is functionally much easier to deal with than 1 year and then having to renew it again, because I don't think we're going to be a year from now closing on a loan. Even if we get a favorable funding package next July and from SRF and the project priority list, we won't be closing before year end of 2026. So we'd have to renew it again.
okay. So as you're negotiating with Huntington, if you think that we should start looking elsewhere, I guess right now your suggestion is to negotiate with Huntington and go through the paperwork?
The initial indicative pricing I got from them is reasonable in the market, and since they currently hold the paper,
Okay.
and
Does it make any sense to reach out to Horizon since we have a relationship with them?
we can reach out. I think I have a contact that.
I mean, I don't think it makes sense to waste Steve's time reaching out to 20 banks, but I think if we've got a relationship with Horizon and we got a relationship with Huntington, it makes sense to maybe go those two directions, I would think.
I'd be glad to reach out to them. We went down this road with them originally, and they said they were interested and came, and they didn't even put in a bid. So that, amongst other frustrations that I have in working with Horizons, I'm not super excited, but if that's what you'd like me to do, I will do that.
Tech Creed?
I make a motion to have Steve continue to look at Huntington and also reach out to Horizon.
We got a motion and a second for Steve to continue working with Huntington and also Horizon Bank. Any questions? Proceed to vote. All those in favor signify by word aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Ayes have it. Okay, moving on. Asbury.
Good morning.
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 All my items are on the in the report this month, and that are they are the chlorine analyzer has been installed, hasn't been officially installed. We haven't done the official startup by the company yet, but I think they're scheduled to be out on Monday. The other item that's been completed is the flow meter calibration has been completed at the wastewater treatment plant. And I believe there are 3 action items to be approved by you guys today. Paying the preventative maintenance and a quote to repair the wastewater generator, and having a new motor on hand for the waste treatment plant.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is that the quote from H&G? Let's see.
So it's what, the quote from H&G for $7,324?
Who's requesting the 10%
need to do?
markup?
Aren't there 3 items, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 3 invoices.
So which ones
It's
do we
like
need,
there's
Chris?
H&G, it looks like you're talking about a generator for both
The
Right, there
waste
was-
treatment and the waterworks?
Right, there was preventative maintenance done on both of the water and the wastewater.
Okay.
So that needs to be paid. A quote for repairs on the wastewater generator. There's some items that, for it to keep on providing power like that, it needs to be repaired.
The preventive maintenance wasn't part of their contract for the annual maintenance that we already approved?
Yes, I believe it was approved.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure,
Right,
I don't
right.
remember.
I think it's already been approved, but
Right.
I guess,
The last page has all.
So we need to do it again?
Right.
Or we don't? I'm
Well,
confused.
let me ask, the way this is worded, it looks like we have them do preventative maintenance. We paid them for that, or we agreed to pay them for that.
Right.
But during the course of that,
right.
they find, well, while we're doing we're out there doing our maintenance, here's what's wrong.
Right.
Here are quotes to fix what's wrong, is I think what's going on, correct?
Right, well.
Is that,
Or not?
There's two different quotes. I think there's a quote for some repairs that need, what they found when we're out there doing the preventative maintenance. This is the things that they found,
And is that the H&G,
7,000 something.
yeah, 8,057.06 whole
And
number?
then the preventative maintenance, my understanding, that's already been approved. It just needs to be paid.
Right.
Paid or whatever. And then separately is the new motor from H&G.
But then there's also the third item down there, Chris, that says,
I don't have that in front of me.
take a look, just make sure I'm looking at this right. You've got, there's the $8,000.
Right.
There's having the extra motor, and then there's this down there too.
I get so confused.
So it looks like two generators.
I believe that was a repair previously done when they came out to look at, when they initially came out to look at the generators to make sure they had all the items they needed. There were some things that needed to be repaired right away, so they repaired them while they were there.
Okay.
And I think maybe, so that wasn't part of so I guess it's not part of the regular maintenance the routine maintenance that they did, but when they showed up, these generators are not going to work like this, I think they added some antifreeze, and I think that's, you may have seen that already previously.
They dealt with it on an emergency basis, so to speak, as they arrived.
They did it while they were there rather than it will come out whenever,
Yeah.
so.
Got it.
As far as the markup goes, that's up to you guys if you guys want to pay them directly or have Asbury pay them out.
Well, I think you guys usually always invoice us.
Okay.
Because you put your 10% markup.
What is a 10% markup? I need to know what that is.
They always put that in, it's part of their contract.
That is part of their contract, kind of like a general contractor does.
On every single
Invoice, yes.
Invoice?
that's The ones I forwarded.
It's for outside work, right?
No, for a subcontractor, not every invoice.
Oh,
If they have to hire H&G, if they have to hire D&M or whoever they might hire, that's kind of been the way it has been for
years?
years. Absolutely.
And I
Does
just
the
completely
coordination.
overlooked it.
I think
It's for
so.
processing,
Blissfully
paperwork.
free of it, Marcy.
accounting, they pay it,
don't like it
then
one bit.
then
I
they
know.
bill us. It's for all their paperwork.
Yeah,
It's standard.
It is pretty
It is
common.
standard.
It is standard, yes.
You see this throughout.
Yep,
the-
yep. They've done it since day one.
That's
It's,
so funny.
it's for all of their paperwork and their hassle and their headache. It's standard.
Okay,
they've done it.
well, I don't like it,
Yeah.
but okay.
Yeah, I understand. All of our contractors do it.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody does it.
Thank you.
So we need to act.
We just make a motion to approve? Motion to approve
Do we do
Are you
each one?
approving?
Well,
individually with the additional?
I think you can, it seems to me, there's two repair quotes. One for 8,057.06. One is 2460.70. Those are for repairing generators. One is the water treatment plant, one is the wastewater treatment plant. So that'd be one motion, I would think. But then I think we have to choose based on Asbury's recommendation and perhaps Jerry's recommendation, the third item, which is buying an extra blow motor that we have when this one breaks, to have it on site. But I think although we could talk about the blow motor and then you could just make one motion with everything and be done with it.
Let's
that
talk
right, Chris?
about the blow motor.
Chair? Or even, yeah,
It was very beneficial to have that motor on hand.
Sure.
When we had that power surge and it destroyed the motor, and we didn't have to go, spend a day getting a motor off a shelf somewhere or ordering it and
Makes
getting it
sense.
the next day. And we just happened to have one on the shelf.
How many blowers do we have?
3.
3. So you lose a third of your capacity if you drop them.
We don't run all 3 at the same time,
Okay.
But it's very beneficial to have one on hand.
makes
This is
sense.
part of redundancy,
Right.
so that
I mean,
when
if we
there's
were
an emergency, you have
right, if we were within a year or two having a new
System or whatever.
system, then we wouldn't probably recommend that. But
Okay.
But there are 3 choices. One is 50% higher than the other 2, but do you or
We'll let Steve make the recommendation.
we have no idea what,
Is this an efficiency thing? I didn't see that part of this. Is that different efficiency motors?
I think
there's 3 names for blower motors: Baldor,
Baldor's a common.
WEG,
Okay.
WEG, and Electrim.
Yeah, Baldor's probably made in the U.S.
Is that what you recommend?
I recommend either the WEG or the Baldor.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't have the prices in
WEG?
front of me.
Leg is half
4,200.
the price of the Baldor.
Wow.
Yeah.
The ones made in the USA?
Yeah, I think Baldor is. I'm not positive.
Do you want to see the?
Do we know if WEG is?
WEG's a common brand, but I don't know where it's made.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why?
They make a lot of VFDs.
Is there a reason why we should not take the 50% discount and the cheapest one?
No.
No.
Okay, I'm just,
Says the treasurer.
Yeah, that would be my recommendation is the WEG.
okay, there you go.
There it is.
RC, were you looking for that?
What, I was looking it up.
Thanks,
But
Chris.
it's a Brazilian company. Well, I don't even know if I got the same thing.
And you can get parts and all that good stuff.
Right. We'd be getting it through H&G.
Is that before the tariffs or after?
No. Yeah, because it's
Can't answer that question.
out of the country for sure.
Okay.
Which one did you recommend?
The WEG, the WEG.
I'm nervous about it.
So now I think if the board's inclined, you could make a motion for purchasing the WEG extra or redundant blower mower, and then the 2 H&G quotes for repair of the wastewater treatment plant and the water treatment plant generators.
So move.
Second.
Did you get that, Jennifer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a motion and a second to approve the WEG and the 2 H&G quotes or invoices or quotes?
Invoices.
Invoice.
Okay, I think we got it, Chris.
Okay,
Thank
any
you.
questions on the motion?
You can sit down. I think.
Vote, all those in favor
think.
signify by the word aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Ayes have it. Okay, moving on.
Oh, by the way, the McAllister is going to give us a quote on annual maintenance.
Okay.
Awesome. Anything else under Asbury? Moving on to JPR, nothing? JPR District Engineer, project update?
All right, morning, guys.
Good
Morning.
morning.
First item on the memo is the Rolling Prairie Phase 2. Believe we have the final draw to go to SRF together.
We do, and I received word, I checked last week, and we should have that payment on the 29th.
Okay?
So that's what,
Yeah, a couple
tomorrow?
days, yeah, oh yeah, tomorrow, yeah.
So we should be able to, I don't know if we need to do any final paperwork this week or what we need to do,
I
but
will
we should
reach
be
out
able
to
to
SRF and
close that out,
see
I
what we
think,
gotta do
this
to
week.
close it out, but that item will probably come off the agenda here after this meeting, so.
Yes.
Awesome.
No more Phase 2 updates.
Let's get it done.
Yes.
It's been on there for what, 6, 7 years?
Yes. Okay. With the Hudson Saugony Phase 1 project and the construction update, I attached to the memo in the board materials a construction update that kind of shows the current state of the contracts through pay apps, change orders, and progress and where we stand. We do have a couple of action items this month. The first of which is pay app number 3 for contract A. That's in the amount of $58,900. And that's basically that covers some erosion control and maintenance of traffic that TGB has been performing out there. They have not begun billing for pipe because they had not begun drilling it as of this, as of the end of this pay app. They've been working on fusing said pipe. So they haven't actually drilled anything in. But JPR has reviewed all quantities and totals and recommends payment of contract A pay app number 3. We'd request board action on that.
Move approval.
Second.
We have motion and second to approve contract pay app number 3. Any questions? Proceed to vote. All those in favor signify by word aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Ayes have it.
All right, thank you. Next up on contract A, we have contract A change order number 2 presented for district board review and execution. The amount that I have listed in the memo, actually we're about to revise that kind of on the fly here because of an item I'll get to. But this change order as presented includes 4 things. First, it includes the inclusion of cathodic protection requirements for the casing pipe, where that's being bored underneath the railroad. I believe I talked about that in previous meetings. In addition to that, we have a revised electrical service entrance at pump station number 7 to include a digital phase converter. So I'd also mentioned this at previous meetings where initially the design was based around a 480 volt single phase service coming to the site due to the fact that AEP is unable to get us 3-phase power. In order to kind of make that more compatible with the selected 3-phase pumps and 3-phase generator and get a more reliable electrical service at that station, we recommended installing a digital phase converter to convert that whole signal into 3-phase. Item 3 on the change order is exploratory excavation costs associated with locating the buried utilities within the railroad right-of-way at that crossing. So if you recall, the permit for the railroad crossing wasn't actually approved until after bidding was complete. And we were notified by the railroad that there were 3 buried utility lines in railroad right-of-way that weren't on our plans during bidding. So our contractor didn't know they were there, didn't know that they needed to exploratory dig and locate those prior to doing their jack and bore.
Damn.
So we requested pricing from TGB to perform that exploratory digging. I asked for a lump sum number from Ty. He came back with a number that when I saw it at first, I kind of made me cough. Pretty big number, and asked Ty for explanation on it. Like, how does it cost $200,000 to exploratory locate 3 buried lines? And he explained to me there's a number of factors tying into that. One being the fact that they have to make sure the railroad right-of-way is clear 45 minutes before and after any train comes through. So once they get started, they may have to pull off for a portion of a day, if not most of a day, if a train comes through. Second, they're reliant on NIPSCO's inspectors to be on site during this exploratory digging, and NIPSCO's inspectors are paid for the day that includes travel time. And Ty had mentioned in the past he'd run into situations where these inspectors have to travel 2 hours to and from the site from their house, and they're paid for that time. So they may be only on site for a few hours a day. So because of that, he actually budgeted out 3 weeks worth of time. So 120 working hours worth of time. And I said to Ty, I don't think I can justify this. Like, as a lump sum, I said, is there another way we can work this out? I said, how about we take your lump sum price, divide by the hourly, by the number of hours you'd proposed, and we come up with an hourly rate, and we just track that. So that's what this change order has in it. It has a unit price item per hour to perform this exploratory digging, JPR's inspection services will closely track the number of hours that TGB has spent on exploratory digging, and they'll only be paid for that hourly amount, and we'll change order the rest back into contingency.
Hey, I have a quick question, Dan.
Yes,
How is it that we wouldn't know about this prior to bidding?
because it did not show up during the topo surveys.
Yeah, well, I mean, like,
Called in locates and they didn't.
Correct. And the railroad notified us that these were there after bidding was complete.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that permitting process with the railroad was a 6-month process.
Wow.
It took a very, very long time. And we didn't actually get permit approval until after bids were in hand. If you go look at the project plan set from the time of bidding, we don't show any buried utilities in that railroad right away because we didn't think there was anything there.
so is it possible that we could put like a cap on this?
That there is a cap.
On the price that the contractor is asking for
The-
this? That's a cap?
That's what this number is.
Okay.
It's a,
So it's a not to exceed.
Not
this is a
to
worst
exceed.
case scenario. Yes, yes.
Okay. But obviously, we're welcoming less,
Yeah.
obviously. And you guys are tracking it.
We're going to track it closely to ensure that it comes in less.
Okay.
Yeah, when you came out with that number, I thought, well, can we hire Badger to do that?
Right.
You know?
Right. But Badger's going to run into the same thing. Badger's going to run into having to deal with
For sure.
NIPSCO's inspectors, and they're going to have to deal with the timing of the
Railroad.
trains.
Yep.
So they're going to have the same issues.
Similar issues, yep.
So beyond that, the fourth item on the change order was cost adjustments as a result of the Change Davis-Bacon Act wage scale. Upon further discussion with a few of the board members, we've decided that we kind of need to talk to SRF to see their expectation of how this is handled. I know on projects in the past, we've change ordered in a different wage scale and adjusted prices accordingly. But Marcy pointed out in the Code of Federal Regulations where this requirement spelled out, it's specifically talking about housing projects. So I kind of want to get the SRF's opinion on applicability of that to our projects, and we'll reevaluate this again in the November meeting.
And just
So-
for my FYI, Dan, how many times have you guys, JPR as a professional service, how many times have you guys submitted these change orders to other communities or whatever? And I mean, how many times have you guys done
Are
this?
you saying specifically about Davis-Bacon wage changes?
Bacon?
I can think of at least 2 times in recent years.
Okay. In like communities out east or what I would consider east, like South Bend?
Right.
Or,
Yeah.
Just curious.
Yeah, northeast and east.
like I said, I've never heard of this, so it's something completely new to me.
But I'm going to point this, it was actually the district's labor standards administrator that pointed this requirement out in CFR. I'm going to kind of relay this back to her, and I'm also going to reach out to SRF to get their opinion.
Right.
Yep. So we'll reevaluate this again in November. It may completely come off of here. It may come right back on here. So I'm not actually, I'm going to back that dollar amount out of these change orders. I don't have the change orders signed with that reduced value. Currently, the change orders are set up with that change in it. So I'm going to request that the district board approve contract A, change order number 2. Yeah, contract A, change order number 2 in the amount of $334,618.11 instead of the $398,808.11 that's presented in the paperwork you guys have. So
What was
that's
that number again, Dan? The new number?
the new number is $334,618.11. And what that is we're going to be taking the $56,190 in Davis-Bacon wage scale adjustments out of this change order. But I need to get those re-signed by the contractors. So I'll need district board authorization to have that adjusted change order signed outside of this meeting.
So if the board were inclined to approve the change order now with the Davis-Bacon wage issue backed out of it, probably ought to make it a twofold motion, which is to approve the change order and then to approve John to sign the change order after the meeting at a subsequent date this week or whenever. Minus the new number of $334,618.11.
Yes.
Make that motion.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve change order, what number was it?
Contract A, change order 2.
Contract A, change order 2 in the amount of $334,618.11 and authorize District Board President to sign the change order. Any questions?
Nope.
Proceed to vote. All those in favor signify by word aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Ayes have it.
Okay, that was Marcy motion, and second was
Mark,
Mark. Thank you.
And we're about to do that again on contract B here in a second. So contract B, we also have a pay app and a change order this month.
Can I see?
Contract B, we have pay app number 1 in the amount of $171,356.06. That covers mainly mobilization and stored material of pipe for Selge's project. And we've reviewed all quantities and recommend payment of that pay app.
What's your pleasure on?
What was that? I didn't hear. Was there
Pay
a
app.
change order or just
No,
pay up?
Pay up.
Yeah.
1
Okay.
for
I mean-
171,000.
Yeah. Motion. Make that motion.
second.
We have a motion and a second to approve
Damn computer.
contract B, pay app number 1 for the amount of $171,356.06. Any questions on the motion? Proceed to vote. All those in favor signify by word aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Ayes have it.
And then remember, when we do SRF, they round up and down, so that's going to be a
Whole dollar number? Okay. All right, then last item for execution here today is contract B, change order 2. Again, this amount's going to change because this also included Davis-Bacon wage scale stuff. In fact, the amount of the Davis-Bacon wage rates on this change order were $17,333. So this change order amount is going to be revised down to $1,255.95 net increase. And this change order includes changes in grinder stations due to conversations with property owners on site. Basically, we're moving things around and adjusting contract quantities slightly. And adding a couple of grinder stations back into the project is after they were inadvertently removed as part of change order 1 when we backed out the exemptions. And a couple of small design changes regarding relocating isolation valves. Like I mentioned on contract A's change order, this as written includes the Davis-Bacon wage changes, and we're recommending that those be backed out now. Like I said previously, we'll discuss this and come with a recommendation at the November meeting on how to handle this. So I'd like, just like contract A, I'd like to request board action to approve change order number 2 in the amount of $1,255.95 and be signed outside of this meeting.
So move.
We have a second. We have a motion and a second to approve change order number 2 for an amount of $1,255.95 and to give District Board President authorization to sign the change order outside of this meeting. Any questions? Proceed to vote. All those in favor signify by word aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Ayes have it.
Alrighty. Then we have a little update on the easements. Looks like as far as the reduced scope of Phase 1 only project, we've got about 88% of easements in hand, still need 13 of them. I know our crews are continuing to push property owners to get those in hand as we go. No changes to Phase 1 project timeline. And regarding the Phase 2 project, JPR is continuing pursuing opportunities with Congressman Yakum's office to try to get us some subsidization for future phases of the project. But otherwise, we're going to stay in the SRF program and see what we can get.
And also, I know Ken mentioned something about the St. Joseph County redevelopment and with Amazon and all that, so potential there, I hope. Any questions?
Yeah, you think Amazon could send some money our way?
Yeah, I think there's a lot over there. Okay, moving on. Executive Committee, no me, Engineering Committee, nothing, new business. Groundbreaking ceremony and reception date. Am I in the wrong one?
Yep, we already had that. That was pretty successful. We had a lot of attendance, and that was nice, I thought.
Yep,
Just
good job.
Thought we'd mention that. Next meeting, November 25th. That is the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. I just wanted to mention that. Hopefully, we'll have a quorum in attendance.
Yeah, should.
Okay. Well, I wasn't planning on changing that
Gonna be
date.
gone?
I am planning to be here.
Okay.
Good deal.
Everybody, good? That's the 25th.
25th. Amanda?
Mark, Jerry, good?
Yep, good.
John, good? Marcy, good?
Yes.
Good. John, Amanda? Okay.
Yep, it's a work
John?
day, she'll be here.
John, you're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, good. I got 4 of you. You're good. I'm good. Okay. Just making sure.
We got to change the December meeting, or we already
So
did?
yes, I have in your board here, I have done, and the meeting's available. I've already contacted, the meeting's available. I had to kick people out today already. They were in here meeting for insurance stuff, and I had to boot everyone out, but it all worked out. I have already too, if you'll see, I've already scheduled the 2026 and the 2027 dates. The meeting room's available. I've already moved the December dates too for us.
We the
ahead of time.
23rd, correct?
Huh?
For December the 23rd?
No, it's being moved to the 16th,
We moved it to the 15th.
15th.
Oh geez, what'd I do? I already,
16th.
I screwed that up.
16th,
The
right?
16th, yes, I just have the thing wrong. I'll fix
Okay.
that before I send it to the paper, but at the top there. But,
Okay.
yes, so, and then I do have all the dates for the 26th, year 2026 completed, and 2027 with the third week in December, so it doesn't screw us up and I don't have to redo anything for us in December for those years.
So do we need to approve them, or?
I think we need to probably have a motion for changing the date in this year. And then if we want to go ahead and do a motion for 2026 and 2027 dates, and then we can go ahead and notice it and get it up on our website, and I can notice the paper. You guys are all okay with this?
Yep.
Sounds
Need
great.
a motion?
Yep.
So move.
Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second to change the December meeting date to December 16th and to approve the 2026 and 2027 meeting dates. Any questions on the motion? Proceed to vote. All those in favor signify by word aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Ayes have it. Old business.
Just your regular IFA meeting notice is on there that both Jerry and Mitch, I think, are both planning to attend. And you'll
What's the
have,
date again?
It says
I don't know exactly. I think last I saw a TBD, so I'll have to look and double check. They haven't? Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I don't know if it's actually established. Should be by next month, I would guess, and we'll put it on there.
Okay.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
one other item, Mr. President,
Yeah.
just to, which is, as a result, I think at discussions at last meeting and then maybe the pre-meeting, we're going to need to do a second amendment to the Hudson-Saguenay ordinance that we just did not that long ago to kind of now include what the interim rates will be, what the debt service.
Debt service.
And I think there's going to be a $5 charge for collection fees. So for I think a general homeowner, it'll be a $51 a month for kind of a traditional single-family home, if I recall. But we need to, we had TBD on that because there was a huge rush in kind of getting ultimately this ordinance in place. And so now Steve's done the math, we've kind of backed out everything, and we know kind of what those numbers will be. So we'll have to go through the same process we did, which is first reading, publication, second reading, but that's going to be coming down the pike.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to work on that, and I can get that published, and then we just do the reading, so.
Thank you, Barry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, what else? Anything else for the board? Entertain a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
You got a motion and a second to adjourn. Any questions? All those in favor signify by word aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Ayes have it, meeting adjourned. 9:49 a.m.